like my sweet grandma used to say, "Inte batichen besmero atik mitkefelowishet," which translates to, "You're a rotten watermelon, and I'm gonna slap you 100 times across the face." That's my time. Thank you guys so much. Love you guys. Wow, that was great. In case you can't tell, I love comedy. Stand-up, sketch, improv, a well-written sitcom. If it's funny or at least attempting to be, I'm into it. And a lot of stand-up comics have material about money, which makes sense. Money is something we all deal with, so that makes it #relatable content. And most of the time, there's at least a nugget of truth to it. And we have this moment where we're like, yeah, I totally do that. I feel like you know me, Carrot Top. We've all been there. That relatable Carrot Top moment. Come on. So today, we're gonna take a look at some of the best money-related comedy bits out there and see if there's anything we can take away from these amusing observations about how we handle money. But before we jump in, you know what's really funny? This channel costs you $0 to watch. You know what's not funny? The fact that you probably haven't hit the like and subscribe button yet on a free channel, okay? It's the least you can do to say thank you to the amazing team behind the scenes that pulls off these videos for your viewing pleasure. And share this video with a comedy lover in your life, or maybe someone who needs to laugh. You know what I mean? We all know that person. Let's get this party started.
I just got a letter from my college, which was fun, because mail, you know? So I open up the letter, and they said, "Hey, John, it's college. You remember?" I said, "Yes, of course." And then they said, how did they phrase it? Then they said, "Give us some money as a gift. We want a gift, but only if it's money." It was about $15,000 a semester, 2 semesters a year for 4 years. So it was about $30,000 a year for 4 years. So it was about $120,000, okay? So roughly speaking, I gave my college about $120,000, okay? So you might say that I already gave them $120,000, and now you have the audacity to ask me for more money? What kind of a cokehead relative?
All right, that was hilarious stand-up comedian John Mulaney, of course, talking about the old alumni office asking for some extra coin there, and he has a great point. I mean, what other businesses do this? Can you imagine you're eating at Taco Bell, and the next day Taco Bell calls you up to ask for a donation to Taco Bell, and they're like, "Your gift will help us provide a quality cheesy gordita crunch to future generations, and if you donate $2 million, we'll name the bathroom after you. Remember all the good times you had in there?" And I gotta tell you, I relate to this one, because my alma mater, University of Mobile, they did the same thing, and it's something all colleges do. I loved my experience there, but the audacity to call someone up who's $36,000 in student loan debt because I couldn't afford to pay the tuition is now asking me for money. It's just a funny scenario, you gotta admit. All right, next up, one of my favorite comedians, local right here in Nashville, Tennessee, Dusty Slay. Check this out.
I don't know where my credit score's at these days. I don't know a lot about credit scores, you know. I've been seeing a lot of commercials for checking your credit score. These commercials act like you can fix all your problems by just checking your credit score. They say things, they don't give you no other instructions, you know? They just want you to check it. They say things like, "You don't want to live with your parents forever, do you? Well, you better check that credit score." But it's like, if you check it and it's bad, it's still bad. Like, checking don't help. Like, I'd like to see this play out in a bank somewhere, right? Like some guy comes in to get a loan, and the banker's there, and he's like, "Well, Jim, your credit score's terrible. But I see here that you've been checking it a lot." We appreciate that, so here's a house.
Oh, I love Dusty, and if you're ever in the Nashville area, he's consistently performing over at Zany's Comedy Club, so be sure to check him out. Never disappoints. But I love his thoughts on credit scores here, and it's so true. He makes a great point. They're always encouraging you to check it and go download this app to keep up with your score, which doesn't actually do anything. Although I will say, there is something that can help you when it comes to your finances, and that is pulling your credit report, which is very different from your credit score. And here's why. Your credit report will list every type of trade line and credit account you have open and show you what debt you have. And that's something that helped me when I had identity theft. I pulled my credit report and found out, oh gosh, I didn't open these accounts. And so it can help you clean up a financial mess. It can help you give you a real picture of where you're at financially when it comes to debt, if you're not sure who you owe, what you owe, all that good stuff. So these companies that just want you to check your credit score, they're just trying to make money like any other company. And even if they let you check your score for free, once they have your info, they can then sell that info to other companies that will try to sell you on debt. It's a scam. Don't fall for it.
It's a trap.
And if you know me, you know how I feel about credit scores. In fact, I did a whole video about them, and I will drop a link in the description below if you want to check that out. Spoiler alert / SparkNotes, they're stupid and a scam, and I hate them, and you don't actually need one to survive financially. All right, let's move on to another one of my favorite comedians, Ronnie Chang. Let's see what he has to say.
You got your 1099s, you got your Form 1040s, you got your Schedule Cs, you got your R2D2s, you got your Blink 182s. You spend days trying to figure out what you owe the government, and then the government tells you if you're right because apparently they knew the whole freaking time. It's like the world's most pointless game show. Aside from The Price is Right, obviously, because nobody should get a new car for knowing how much ketchup costs.
Ronnie Chang, always bringing the heat. Okay, I mean, R2D2, Blink 182, Price is Right, guessing the price of ketchup. I mean, the man does not miss. Okay, and his thoughts on the American tax system are 1,000% true. I mean, why are taxes so complicated? Just tell us how much we owe. Why is it this weird guessing game? This kind of feels like when we were in elementary school and the teacher made us grade our own test. Looking at you, Miss Linda.
Linda, listen, Linda.
I guess child labor laws don't apply to teachers. Let's do another one.
How did we ever decide to lend students money in the first place? Didn't that seem like a terrible idea? Somebody just out of high school, they have one poster to their name. Why? There are people with jobs and credit who can't get loans. They walk into banks with business plans. They're like 2-year projection, 5-year projection. The bank's like, get out of here, man. It'll never work. And then some kid waddles in, they're like, what do you need? He's a horse literature degree. Okay. Here's $80,000.
Truer words have never been spoken. Thank you, Nathan, for calling out the absurdity that is student loans. You know, comedians have a way of taking something that most people see as normal and mundane and shining a different light to highlight how absurd it really is.
It's true.
And this whole student loan situation is exactly that. Spot on. Why are we allowing 18-year-olds to take on 6 figures in debt when we would not allow them to take on that debt in any other form? But for some reason, when it's education and the word student is in front of loan, it's all of a sudden good debt and an investment, and there's gonna be ROI. And here we are, $1.57 trillion in student loan debt going, no, we shouldn't have done that. All right, time for our last clip with comedian Sheng Wang.
Got face lotion. I stepped up my game. I got eye cream. That's next level, you know. Eye cream is serious because eye cream costs more. More than any other lotion you ever bought in your whole life. But it comes in the tiniest container. You have to justify this precious purchase. You only apply the eye cream with your ring finger. The softest finger, right? Because it's the laziest finger. Your ring finger, it don't pick, it don't point, it don't cuss. It's only, your ring finger is only good for making one promise and eye cream, which you apply in a gentle dabbing motion with your mouth slightly open like.
That's so true. Why do we do that?
This better work. So expensive.
So good. And this bit works so well because we can relate to it. I can relate to it because I've got some eye cream. All right, I'm at that age now where I gotta actually take care of myself. And I've got some Kiehl's eye cream, and he's right. It comes in the smallest container, and it's the most expensive product money can buy. And we know what it's like to try to squeeze every ounce out of something to feel like we got our money's worth.
Gonna come to squeeze.
So here's a little pro tip. I'm not mad if you buy these expensive lotions and creams, but you got to budget for it so you can use that eye cream guilt-free. And you can apply it with any finger, technically, not just the lazy one. Sometimes the pinky really does the trick there, but you got to keep your mouth open. For some reason, that really helps it. I don't know why.
What the hell are you talking about?
All right, that's it. No more funny. I'm done. We're done, guys. But this has been a lot of fun. I wish we could just do this all day and you guys would watch. So let me know in the comments if you can think of any other stand-up comedians who have some great bits about money, and maybe we'll do this again. Wouldn't that be fun? And hey, if eye cream is keeping you broke, check out my favorite budgeting app called Every Dollar. I'll drop a link below and you can get started for free. As always, make sure to like this video, subscribe to get more content like this, and share this with someone who could use a laugh. All right, it's good for the soul and it helps the algorithm's soulless robot heart spread the channel love to others. And one day we can make the robot love again. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.